Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Welcome to episode number 48 of the Nico Chronicles. As always, I am your host, the one, the only Nico Saraceno. It is a beautiful, beautiful spring Thursday evening here in the North Jersey studios. Thursday night, June 15th, 2017. 2017, excuse me. Having a little trouble pronouncing my years. Thank you guys for tuning in. Been a week since the bit of debacle last week. Or it's been a few weeks, actually, I should say. As I've been talking about, we've had some electrical issues, to say the least. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I appreciate it. And it's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride so far. Up and down with technology, so to speak. But thank you guys for cooperating. I appreciate that. And if you guys do want to tune in, you can check us out via Facebook Live, facebook.com/The Nico Chronicles. You can also check us out on Wix via the stream. You can click the stream powered by Xeno Live. That can be reached at thenicochronicles.wix.com/The Nico Chronicles. And of course, feel free to tune in via phone number 701-801-2251. You can go ahead and press 5 to chat. I've realized a majority of you guys like to tune in via Facebook Live, which is great. So I always appreciate that, as I just about 9 p.m. Eastern time here in New Jersey. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I have a lot that I want to get to tonight, actually. First of all, happy 9 weeks to my beautiful niece Enza. Happy 9 weeks. She actually turned a month about 2 days ago. Today's June 15th, so June 13th she turned 9 months. So shout out to her. I got to see her yesterday and today. Beautiful little girl. She's getting big too. You look at the pictures from the weeks following her birth, and you compare them to now. It's just unbelievable. So shout out to my sister and my brother-in-law and Enza. Such a blessing, no doubt about that. And very happy to be an uncle, obviously. So shout out to Enza, and you guys may notice the background here. The background here is a little different. So feel free to comment on that if you want. As you can see, because of the technological issues that we were having, I decided to locate to another room. I'm using a desktop now as opposed to my laptop, my personal computer. So hopefully this works out a little bit better. Don't know what the final verdict is in terms of the studio, though. We'll have to figure that out. But we'll see how it goes. So, the first thing I wanted to touch upon, though, in terms of news, as I play with this here. Bear with me here. In terms of news, I think the big scoop was certainly, I think yesterday, actually. You guys remember the whole concept with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Well, that's finally happening. That boxing fight, it was announced Saturday, August 26th was the announcement date. Okay? August 26th, 2017, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Was the announcement. Now, the amount of money involved was not given in the ESPN report that I read, but I heard on the radio today, reportedly, it's for a total of $500 million. Okay, $500 million. That's insane. $500 million. Can you believe that? And reportedly, of course, can only be denied or confirmed, but reportedly Floyd Mayweather is set to get about $400 million, which is insane. $400 million for Floyd Mayweather, which is crazy. And so that leaves Conor McGregor making what? $100 million? Which is not too shabby at all. Not too shabby if you're Conor McGregor. So, that's pretty cool. It's finally announced, and this was a deal made 2 years in the makings. July 2015 on the Conan O'Brien show. On the Conan O'Brien show, Conor McGregor was saying if it could be made possible, he would love to fight Floyd Mayweather. He would be open to the possibility. So, there you have it. 2 years later, this match is happening. And you just compare their stats. Okay, Floyd Mayweather, 40 years old. Conor McGregor, 28 years old, okay? Mayweather, of course, a professional boxer. 49-0, gonna go for victory number 50. McGregor never boxed. I think he boxed when he was like 16. You know, not professionally, but he's 21-3 in UFC, MMA. He's been the UFC lightweight champion and the featherweight champion. Number 2 pound for pound fighter. Mayweather, the best in his sport. He's got world titles in 5 weight classes. It's unbelievable. It really is. So, even look at the net worth. Floyd Mayweather, $340 million. Conor McGregor, $34 million net worth. The fighter's set to fight with 10-ounce gloves, and it's going to be a Showtime pay-per-view. And it's going to be the boxer junior middleweight class, which is 154 pounds, which is only 4 pounds more than I weigh, actually. It's pretty interesting. The fact that Mayweather is going to come out of a 23-month retirement, it's pretty insane. Pretty insane. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of drama unfolds come August 26th. We'll see what happens. But that's really the most recent sports headlines, I would say, because that was like just about 24 hours ago that was announced. If you visit my Facebook page, facebook.com/NewChronicles, you can kind of read the ESPN report there. But I want to switch over real quick to the Golden State Warriors. Congratulations to them. They came out on top. NBA champions. NBA champions of the world. Which is a pretty big deal. They win the series against the Cavaliers. 4-1. 129-120 was the final from Oracle. And, I mean, I don't think many people can be surprised by it. I know I wasn't. I was surprised that Cleveland actually got one victory out of it. So that was a big deal. LeBron James, though, he's now 3 for 8 in those 8 trips to the NBA Finals. But look at his stat line, guys. 33.6 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists a game. That's a triple-double for you guys keeping track at home. And an interesting quote picked up in the New York Times. when he was asked about losing despite averaging a triple-double, he says, "It'd be the same if you wrote the best column of your life and somebody picked another one over you. How would you feel? So you wouldn't hold your head down, but you would be like, okay, it's just not my time." That's a classy response by LeBron. I mean, he and Kyrie gave it all they had, quite honestly. And then you look on the other end, guys. You look on the other ends. Kevin Durant, his first year, winning NBA Finals MVP, of course. Becoming just the sixth player in NBA history to score 30 or more in each game of the championship round. Joining the likes of Elgin Baylor, Rick Barry, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq. Steph Curry, 26.8 points a game, just over 9 assists, and 8 rebounds a game. No votes for NBA Finals MVP. So, what does that show you about Durant's performance? Insane. And it's interesting because assuming everyone stays healthy, there's a lot of upcoming free agents for Golden State. But the core is expected to come back, according to the reports. And that includes Steph Curry, who's going to be a free agent, being extremely underpaid right now due to his previous injuries. Currently making about $12 million a year. You gotta expect he can get a max contract if he wants, which is about $205 million. So you gotta expect that he cashes in on that. You have to. And I think Durant is a free agent after next season, but being that they won, I just can't envision that he leaves. So we'll see what happens. Could this be the start of a dynasty? I'm curious. Because they've won 2 titles in the past 3 years. Regular season the past 3 years, pretty good record. 207 wins, 39 losses. So you gotta wonder, is this Cavs-Warriors matchup gonna be going on for the next few years? I don't know, quite frankly. Where does LeBron end up? There's been rumors circulating that he could end up in LA, either the Clippers or the Lakers. But essentially, that would be to prepare for life after basketball. I think his wife has a business there. I think he has some business ventures there. So there's a lot in store for him in Los Angeles. It would probably be in his best interest for him to be there if he were to do that. It'd be logical. But does he have a shot to win the title there? I don't know. And I mean, if he were to go, you can't hate him if you're a Cleveland fan. Sure, it's the second time that he would be leaving hypothetically, but he did what he promised to do. He brought a title to Cleveland, which, especially with the Cavs, has never been done before. For a sports franchise since the Browns, hasn't been done in 50 plus years since the 60s. So that says a lot. That says a lot about the team. Or about the kind of player he is. Quite honestly. You know? It's going to be interesting to see what he does next season because a lot of players are chasing rings. Look at what Durant did, obviously. Becoming this midget close to defeating the Warriors a couple of years back. 1 game short. Decides to join them. Which he's doing what's best for his career. Vince Carter put it best when he said, if you look at it in terms of any other comparison besides sports, you're moving on to a better company for better opportunity for growth. I mean, you can't argue that. That's essentially what he did. You can't blame the guy for that. He's doing what's in his best interest. If he wants a ring, if he wants to establish himself, that's what he has to do. I want to know what you guys think. 701-801-2251. Let me know what you guys think. Did Kevin Durant make the right move? I mean, I think he obviously did. Should he be ridiculed? Should he be ripped for that? I don't think so. You have to give him credit where credit is due. It was a good business decision for him. And I'm sure he had his family and friends advising him, so it's not like it was a spur of the moment thing. And we don't even talk about Klay Thompson, who is a superstar in his own right. Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Ian Clark, David West. David West, who got in a bit of a tussle with Tristan Thompson in the third quarter. That was interesting. A lot of interesting plays within the game. The Cavs closed it within 4 at one point. Warriors led by 16 plus. Warriors started hitting shots. They heated up, and that's really what it came down to in this game. But you got to give LeBron and Kyrie Irving plenty of credit. It just came down to other players such as Kevin Love. 6 points in 30 minutes. 6 points, 10 rebounds. Look at LeBron in the game. 41 points. Kyrie Irving, 26 points. Even J.R. Smith, team switch, 25 points on the night. So not a bad offensive performance from a lot of these guys. I think it's Kevin Love the past few games. The game that they won, he came up huge. The rebounds are automatic for the guy. It's the points, the scoring. And Stephen A. Smith of ESPN is actually predicting that he won't be a Cavalier by next season. So we'll see if he gets traded. Whatever happens there. Because they have so many offensive weapons, it's just a shame not to see him succeed. Any other year, if the Golden State Warriors didn't have the team that they have, I think the Cavs are the full-on favorite. Unfortunately for Cavs fans, that was not the case. So, a bit unfortunate for Cleveland fans, but they have a lot better than other fans. Look at me personally, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan. In that 2013 trade, we pull out our eggs in one basket, we get Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry. We trade away 3 or 4 of our top draft picks. Still paying for that till this draft. Because of that, as I said in previous episodes, Boston Celtics at the number 1 pick. It's a bit unfortunate as a Nets fan, but we are in the rebuilding process, a lot of people say. The Sixers were in that for the longest time. They're starting to develop. Ben Simmons, if he stays healthy, can be a problem for many teams. Joel Embiid, if he stays healthy. I believe Eric Turner is still there. They have a lot of young guys. Nolan's done well as well. Conor Rhymes. So they have a lot of potential. The NBA is going to be interesting. And now with the NBA draft coming next week, we'll see who really improves with these picks. Or what interesting trades are made, so to speak. I'm curious. Curious to see what happens. Speaking of NBA prospects, Foot Locker actually yesterday put out an ad featuring some prospects, and they're kind of poking fun at the whole Lonzo Ball, LeVar Ball situation. You guys got to check it out on Facebook if you visit Foot Locker or YouTube. It's pretty much a Father's Day. These players honoring their fathers for Father's Day, since it's so close to the NBA draft. Features a few players, but Lonzo Ball is a focal point. He pretty much just pokes fun at his dad as how he kind of intervened in this whole process. Not wanting Lonzo to work out with any other team but the Lakers. Doing interviews, national televised interviews, in the stands during games. Choosing where Lonzo went to school, reportedly, UCLA. Going head-to-head with Stephen A. Smith on First Take. You name it. He's been everywhere when it comes to the media spotlight. So, hopefully this clears Lonzo a little bit, because people got to understand that he is not necessarily an extension of LeVar. Sure, they come from the same family. They might share a few of the same values, but fact of the matter is they're not the same person. That's the deal. So, if people can understand that, perhaps his draft stock can still remain high. It would be a shame to see the Lakers not pick him up and then he has to drop in the draft. But quite frankly, it's a little bit of a slap in the face that you're not working out with other teams. That's a bit of a gamble. So, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 48 of TNC. Facebook Live is kind of acting funny. I might have been in incognito mode when I was recording, but nonetheless, I will post it on my Facebook page immediately following the show. So thanks for tuning in to episode 48, guys. Looks like the technology cooperated a little bit more. So we'll be back next week for episode 49. That's June 22nd, 2017. We'll be back for 49. Shout out again to my family and friends. Enza, who turns 9 weeks today. I love you. I love you, honey. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your Thursday evening. Enjoy yourselves this weekend. I love you guys very much. And take care.